Okay? Point blank, period. We're not going to argue on that. And the reason why I say that is because if you look at the natural order of things, taking religion out of the picture, your level of success will be determined by that belief. Okay? That you are part of a universal picture. Okay? For those of you who are in the church or who are in doctrine and everything else, if we're all created in his image, then what happens is we all have special gifts and talents that we must contribute to the better of the whole. Okay, look at it in mathematics. 1 + 1 = 2. The equal signs is it keeps the balance. Okay, and what we have to do as human beings is keep the balance in the universe, not only just financially, spiritually, economically, in all aspects of our lives, because we are multidimensional. All right. Next thing, be constant or be consistent. Consistency and perseverance is what's going to be key in order for you overcoming these struggles that you're having right now. It sounds cliche, but guarantee you that is not. It's a person that's working out every day, and they may not see it after 2 weeks, because they have 70 pounds to lose, and they're consistent in doing it. Every day they're working towards it. They may not be able to run a mile today, but they can walk it. They can walk it now. Now they can jog it. They eventually jog it. Now they can run it. They can eventually run it, and now they're stretching it out. That means what we talk about when you hear your sponsors say that you're now scaling your operation. Eventually that person is going to actually, they'll probably be doing half marathons and things like that. There's a story that that Darren Harding of Success Magazine talks about, and he says that this lady who had trouble, and I'm paraphrasing right now, this lady who was having trouble walking up a flight of steps wanted to look good for her high school reunion the following year. And the trainer told her, if she stuck with her plan, which means the next thing, that I was going to tell you is use your map. Use the system that's already in place. Use a proven system, in fact, of success. Within a year's time, she'll be able to run half marathons. And what happened was, he told her, in following his plan, if she was to just add an additional 300 steps to her previous workout or her previous regimen, each time she stepped out on the track, she would eventually, in a 6-month period of time, be able to run over 12 miles, which is half a marathon. Needless to say, now, apparently she's running multiple full marathons, just based off of the principle of staying positive, watching her tongue, because it could have been hard for her in many moments, but she had a clear vision as to what she wanted to do, and her purpose was that to which was bigger than the greater good. Not just for looking good for her high school reunion, but possibly more so for her health, her self-esteem, and whatever the case may have been. Now, the next one is grow up. I've said this before, and I might have said it a little bit too abrasive, but grow up in not just your thinking, but using these experiences as a way of understanding that, look, in order for me to succeed eventually, whether it's today, tomorrow, or the next day, I must change. I must change my thinking. Jim Rohn points out the fact that success happens against the grain, against gravity. You have to do the opposite of what everybody or everything else is trying to hold you down on. If you look at it in terms of the parable or the analogy of a seed, you plant the seed in the ground, right? And what you do is understand this, because I didn't think about this until Jim Rohn said this. Gravity is doing everything it can to keep it pulled down. And if you don't understand how significant or how powerful gravity is 9.8 meters per second squared. Something like that. I don't remember. But gravity does everything it can to keep that seed in the ground. Okay? And what happens is the seed blooms and it matures and it actually shoots up against gravity. And for those of you who have been in network marketing, you've probably already heard the story of the bamboo tree. This is an awesome analogy that I would highly suggest you to go check out. But the bamboo tree is, after 2 weeks, the bamboo doesn't grow much. After a couple of months in itself, it's probably only grown maybe 2-3 inches. But at its rate of maturity, it shoots up over 90 feet within a matter of weeks. So did those 4 weeks or those 3 weeks, whatever weeks it take for it to shoot up over 90 feet, was that the significant part of its growth? No, it was when it was back in the ground. So don't take for granted a lot of things that people overhype and thinking that they just jumped into this network marketing company and all of a sudden they became successful. No, it was the journey prior to that. And that's how you have to grow up in thinking and how your success is going to be. Stop thinking that you're going to microwave success, because it's not going to happen. Or it's not going to happen to the way that which you want to make it. All right? Now, the last thing is this. Controlling your doubts. We all go through it, but you must have a live or die mindset in which this has to work. My dream has to work. The process in which I'm achieving my dream has to work, or simply put, I die. And I know that sounds morbid, but I want you to understand, you must do whatever it takes to pursue your passion in life. Because it's no sense for you to be a blessing to others if you can't bless yourself. You cannot help anybody any more than you can help yourself first. You may have to give people limited access. You may have to, study more, develop more interpersonal skills. You may have to learn the art of forgiveness, or the art of appreciation, or the art of joy, even a combination of those three. But in this industry, it is a personal development industry. So as you work on yourself, you will reflect the better you in order to become a better leader. You will then attract people who want to know, like, and trust you in order to be part of your team. It's easier said than it's done, because for some of us, the process is shorter than others. What I would suggest to you guys is get all the information and get all the learning strategies and tips that you can. If you stagnate yourself to just, 1 or 2 perspectives, those perspectives may not align with your spirit and with your role in life, But either way, guard your tongue, stay positive, stay consistent, mature or grow up in your thinking. Use your system or the proven system that's in place that has already achieved success, as well as control your doubts. And I guarantee you, in 90 days, 180 days, or whenever you find your breakthrough, you will be guaranteed that success in life, or even in your network marketing company. This is Phillip Lyde, aka the Prosperous Rhinoceros. Peace.